From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the News 8 Daily 8 Podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update.
Hello, I'm Jeremy Jenkins, and this is your News 8 Daily 8 Podcast for Tuesday, March 19th. We begin with recovery efforts following last week's tornado. There are at least 2 organizations helping people get back on their feet in Selma. The town says the American Red Cross is providing supplies and places to stay for anyone displaced from their homes. That includes food, clothing, health services, and referrals to other organizations. People can also call the 24/7 emergency line at 888-684-1441. Plus, the town says a food pantry will be open today at the Compass Church. That's near Jackson Street and Pittinger Road. It's open from 5:30 to 7 tonight. In Winchester, there's a donation center at the Moose Club on North Middle School Road, but the Randolph County Community Foundation says they need non-perishable food, personal hygiene items, clothing, and other essentials. If you would like to help, head over to wishtv.com and click on the As Seen On section of our website. While there are many people doing great things for people in need, there are some who are looking to take advantage of victims. Law enforcement is urging people to be on the lookout for scammers. News 8's Danielle Zulkowski reports on some tips you can use to protect yourself.
The Wayne County Sheriff's Office says one of the most important things you can do to stop a construction scam after a natural disaster is slow down. Don't let a contractor rush you. Do your research and ask around before you hand over money.
Alan Moore, the chief deputy at the Wayne County Sheriff's Office, says the most common scams happen when the contractor never delivers the service.
Another thing that can happen is they deliver, subpar results where what they fix may not pass building codes. They may bypass permits, things like that they should get.
In a Facebook post, the Randolph County Sheriff's Office says in part, volunteers cannot solicit homeowners to do professional services while performing volunteer work. Doing so is in violation of Indiana law.
Volunteer work, for the most part, is going to be coordinated through EMA, the Emergency Management Agency, and people can't come and do work and then charge you after the fact without some sort of agreed upon price.
While damage to your home from a natural disaster is stressful, Moore says moving slowly and intentionally can help save you in the long run.
If you're talking to a contractor, don't let them rush you, because it's a common sales technique, but it's also common among scammers where, hey, listen, I can do this right now because I'm right here, and it's a special price. That should be a red flag. If they're rushing you to do something, it's a red flag. And if they're a legitimate business, they've got enough business that they don't need to do that.
Chief Deputy Moore urges anyone giving money to charity to be mindful as well. There are fake fundraisers, calls, and texts that go out after every natural disaster trying to solicit money. Only give money to known groups on their official websites and never click questionable links.
We have resources to help. Just scan the QR code on your screen. That'll take you to our website, wishtv.com, where we have more information on finding reputable businesses. I'm Danielle Zulkowski for Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook for updates.
State Attorney General Todd Rokita is also warning people about tornado-related scams. His office is responsible for investigating consumer complaints. This is what he had to say about how you can protect yourself.
In the IT age we live in, you can get solicited via email, you can get solicited on Facebook or your social media as if they were at your door. And you got to watch out for those too. In fact, it's even better to always get someone on the phone or in person. And so you can match a face with an ID.
Rokita also recommends getting everything in writing and making sure that the contract matches what has been promised. If you think you are being scammed, you can file a report online with the Attorney General's office. A major milestone in contraception. The first over-the-counter birth control pill is now available online. The medication does not require a prescription and does not have an age restriction. Medical experts say the move is a big step towards making contraception more accessible in the U.S.
I think is a win for everybody. It allows improved access to contraceptive care to women. It is also, I think, financially very doable.
The FDA approved O-Pill last year. It's available online at the drug maker's website or on Amazon. It's expected to hit shelves at stores and pharmacies later this month. When it comes to the weather, the first day of spring is today, but you still better have those big coats ready because we are having winter chills. Ryan Morris has your News 8 Daily 8 forecast.
We do have the wind chills in the teens. It's going to be a cooler morning out there. I also want to make a quick mention from the National Weather Service. They did update the Selma Winchester tornado, and the National Weather Service in Ohio was working on this. So they extended the tornado. It was on the ground for now nearly 50 miles into Ohio. On the ground for nearly an hour and a half. Maximum rating still EF3 with max winds of 165 miles an hour. So that was from the Weather Service yesterday. For today, we're waking up cool across the area. Wind chills in the teens, 17 here in Indianapolis, 19 in Richmond, 20 in Shelbyville, and 17 in Kokomo. So it's a cooler start across the area. We did have a hard freeze overnight. Temperatures were in the mid-20s. We've seen them rise a touch. 28 here in Indy now, 28 in Richmond, 26 in Bloomington, and then 29 in Washington. So our temperatures for today are actually going to improve pretty nicely through the afternoon. We're going to get into the mid-50s. It's because we have a southwest wind in play. The thing is, it might not feel like the mid-50s through the afternoon because we're talking wind gusts that could climb as high as 30 to 35 miles an hour. We'll have a cold front arriving later on tonight, and that means slightly cooler temperatures through the next couple days.
To get a peek at the full forecast, just head over to wishtv.com, or you can download the Wish TV Storm Track 8 app, and don't forget to check out our Storm Track 8 weather blogs. Well, the Wizard of Oz saga has reached the end of the Yellow Brick Road. Just take a listen.
There's going to be motion pictures produced. There's going to be television, streaming documentaries.
A pair of red slippers worn by Judy Garland in the movie have been returned to a museum. They were stolen back in 2005. The slippers were snatched when they were out on loan, but the FBI finally recovered them and said they were taken as part of an extortion plot. One man, Terry Martin, was sentenced to time served for his role in the theft. A second man has been charged with theft of a major artwork and witness tampering. The slippers are now heading out on an international tour with stops in LA, New York, London, and Tokyo. This has been your News 8 Daily 8 podcast for Tuesday, March 19th. I'm Jeremy Jenkins for Wish TV, wishtv.com, or follow us on Facebook for updates.
This is the News 8 Daily 8 podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update on demand. For even more, on demand and on the go, connect with Wish TV on Facebook at wishtv.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app. Thank you for listening, and be sure to like, subscribe, and follow this podcast for updates every weekday morning on the All Indiana Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcast.